it's present tense negative, not past tense negative. So it's iku, ikanai, right?
Okay.
So,
遊びに行かない。
ikanai,
Or
ikanai ho.
you get rid of the okay.
Yeah,
行か
ikanai
ない
ho.
方がいい。
いいです。
いいです。
行かない方がいいです。Does that make sense?
Okay.
So, 遊びに行かない方がいいです。はい、じゃあどうぞ。
頭が痛いんです。
病院に行った方がいいですよ。
はい。
頭が痛いんです。
仕事を休む
It ends in mu. What's it changed to?
Me? Or
It's past tense positive, right? So that's the ta form, which comes off of the te form, right? So how do you do the te form of yasumu? It's the
Yasunde.
de. Yeah, yasunde. So change it from
Yasunda?
de to da. Yeah, there you go, yasunda.
休
So,
んだ方がいいです。
はい、仕事を休んだ方がいいです。
頭が痛いんです。
うちに帰った方がいいですよ。
はい。
頭が痛いんです。
運動しない
There you go.
方がいいです。
はい、運動しない方がいいですね。いいですか？
はい。はいはい。
Did that help a little bit? Are you starting to get the hang of it a little bit? So let's keep going. So let's try part B. Okay, so let's figure out. So give advice to your partner in the following situations. Okay, so this time they're giving you the sick feeling or whatever as the prompt, but then the other person has to come up with their own idea of what advice to give. So let's read the example first. So the problem is 日本語が上手になりたい, which means
Want to become better at
Right.
speaking Japanese.
right. So who wants to read B and who wants to read A?
I'll read B.
はい、どうぞ。
日本語が上手になりたいです。たいんです。
はい。
日本人の友達を作った方がいいですよ。or できる
できる。
できるできるだけ英語を話さない方がいいですよ。
はい。わかりますか？
はい。
Okay, so you see how there were two different choices, a positive advice and a negative advice choice. So you can say whichever one comes to you, whichever kind of answer you can come up with. Okay,
Yes.
so じゃあ1番、アンバーさん。
ホーム
シ
シカ
ック、ホームシック。
ホームシック大です。大んです。
What does the da come from? Comes from des, right? And so when you're doing a noun or not adjective plus da, when it to change it to the des structure, what do you change it to?
None.
Yes, none.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So these.
So, homeshiku nan desu. I'm homesick. So, as you can tell probably by now, this book was created for students studying in Japan.
네.
So they make a lot of assumptions about you've actually been living in Japan all this time and they're experiencing Japanese culture, and so they assume that you know certain things because you've probably encountered them by now, and they assume that you've had experiences like being homesick and would have some idea of what kind of advice to give. So, homeshiku nan desu. Okay.
So a question with hanasu, if I'm
Right.
talking to someone,
Right.
do you say ni or de or o?
Actually, I would say to.
To, oh, like
Talking
with,
with
someone?
someone,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's the famous kosoku?
Kazoku?
Kazoku. So kazoku to hanashita hou ga ii desu yo.
はい、いいですね. That works, right?
Have we learned "hey" as a particle yet?
The particle e.
Hey.
Yeah, it's pronounced e.
E.
It's the one that's like going to a place,
Oh, okay.
like toshokan e ikimasu. That
'Cause
one.
I thought that would work for. I did the same thing, but I put "he" instead of instead of "to."
Oh, yeah, it doesn't really fit in that structure for talking to someone. It's only going to a location.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the only exception for that is when you're addressing a letter. If you're like writing to Mary, it's Mary-san e.
Oh, okay.
But that's the only
That's two.
place where it's addressing a person. Otherwise, e is always going to a place.
Okay.
Okay?
Makes sense.
But I can see where if you've seen that in letters, you would make that guess. Okay. So, どうぞ、次。
痩せたいんです。
もっと食べた方がいいです。
That's kind of backwards, isn't it? Yasetaiin desu is I want to lose weight.
I couldn't think of it.
Well, you could say, あんまり食べない方がいいです. You shouldn't eat so much. Or you 食べ過ぎない方がいいです. Don't overeat. Or you could say like もっと what? Exercise.
運動
Yeah, もっと運動した方がいいです.
した
Yeah, もっと運動した方がいいです. If you know, you should exercise more, or eat less, or don't overeat, you know, or 甘いもの食べない方がいいです. You know, don't eat sweets. You know, there are things you can come up with for that, but.
I thought it said I was thin and they wanted to not be thin. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm like, why would you not want to be thin? But
Yeah.
okay.
Yaseru is to get thin. Yasetai is to want to get thin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, that's okay. じゃあ3番どうぞ。
Okay. 友達と喧嘩したんです。
はい、喧嘩したんです。
友達と別れた方がいいです。
Just break up with them. Just dump them. You don't need that friend.
What are some others you can use there? To
友達
talk?
と話した方がいいです。Yeah.
Oh yeah, 友達と話した. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you've had ayamaru yet. That's to apologize. So.
Yeah, I was looking for that one.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's pretty
Pretty
good
much-
for what we. Yeah, some of these are fairly limited in their choices
Yeah.
based on what you've actually learned how to say thus far.
I can't believe we haven't learned to apologize yet. That
Yeah.
one's like,
Ayamaru.
Could you say like arigato hanash or iu?
Yeah, that arigato is thanks. So that's.
Oh,
that
no,
would be weird.
gomenasai o
Yeah.
itan.
ごめんなさいと itta hoga ii desu.
Oh.
Yeah, you would do the quote structure.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Gomen nasai to itta hoga ii desu. Yeah, that would work.
Desu.
You should say, I'm sorry.
Is that more
Yeah.
commonly heard over there? Rather than you
Which?
should apologize or...
Ayamatta hoga ii desu would work.
Okay.
Yeah, they just haven't introduced that verb yet.
Yeah. So, akane, okane ga nai desu.
買い物をしない方がいいです。
はい。そうですね。じゃあ5番。
成績が悪い。
If it's an e adjective, then you just add n desu.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
handwriting's
So,
terrible.
成績が悪いんです。
もっと勉強した方がいいですよ。
はい。じゃあ6番。
Oh, this one I don't. What word is this? I tried looking this up, and it's like this doesn't exist.
Hangover.
Oh.
I think it was in your vocabulary at some point.
Really?
But yeah, futsuka is the second day,
Mm-hmm.
and yoi is to be drunk. So it's like the second day, the aftermath of having been drunk.
Okay.
So it's
Wow.
a hangover.
So yoi is adjective or
Futsuka yoi.
so it's futsuka.
I think it's more of a noun.
Okay.
So that's why the da is there.
Okay. So futsuka yo nan desu.
Futsuka yoi nan desu.
Futsuka yoi nan desu.
Yeah, don't conjugate it like an e adjective.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
it isn't
yo nan.
really.
Yeah, yoi nan desu.
はい、二日酔いなんです。
もっと飲まない方がいいです。
Instead of もっと say あまり。
あまり。
For anytime it's a negative, like you shouldn't eat that much or you shouldn't drink that much, you need あまり for not that much. あまり is what goes with the negatives. もっと would go with a positive, like もっと食べた方がいいです。You should eat more. But あまり飲まない方がいいです。You should not drink so much. Yeah. Yeah, but he already did, so another thing you could say for that one would be something like 薬を飲んだ方がいいです。You should take some medicine for that headache or whatever, because it's too late. He already drank too much. So telling him not to drink anymore is good advice for the future, but it doesn't help him survive this morning's class or whatever. はい、じゃあ7番どうぞ。
歯が痛いんです。
Would you use the same word like byoin? Is that more hospital than just
病院
doctor?
is mostly hospital. 歯医者 is a dentist.
Okay.
歯医者.
Haisha.
It's literally
Oh,
tooth doctor.
Tooth doctor.
Haisha.
So, haisha ni itta houga ii desu yo.
Right. Yeah, that's a useful phrase to know that I don't think they necessarily showed you yet. But
Yeah,
haisha
it's
it's a
tooth
compound of things you already know. So ha-isha. It's literally tooth doctor. Ha-isha.
記憶書をなくしたいんです。
なくしたんです。
したんです。
Yeah. 教科書をなくしたんです。
Wakarimasen. Kyokusho
教
book.
科書 is textbook.
Textbook.
なくする is to
Just like-
lost. なくす。
Nakusu.
なくす。Yeah, なくす。Not なくする、なくす。
Oh, okay.
Nakushita.
It's su. Okay.
It's
So-
a su ending, yeah, なくす. So it's to lose. なくした. なくしたんです. So I lost my textbook. What would you say to that?
I don't know.
Have we
Uh,
learned search for yet?
I don't think so. Have we?
Okay, so
新しい教科書を買い
katta.
買った方がいいです。
Hi, that's one way, yep. That's the expensive way, but it's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
the most practical if you want to keep studying. Yeah, sagasu is to search for. So sagashita hoga ii desu would be you should search for it.
I said you could borrow mine.
Oh, okay. Karita hoga ii desu. Yeah, you could borrow one. Right. Okay.
いつも授業に
Jugyo.
授業 Man, I'm so bad at those little ones. 授業に遅刻
Chikoku.
遅刻し Oh, yeah, するんです。
Hi, surun desu. Hi.
Thinking too much.
Making it harder
Yeah,
than it
yeah.
has to be.
授業に This is weird. 早い行きた方がいいです。
早く行った方がいいです。You should go to class earlier. 早く行った方がいいです。Yeah, or 早く起きた方がいいです。Wake up sooner. You know? Okay. いつも質問がありますか? Any questions about those? Okay. Is it making more sense?
Yeah, yes.
A lot more sense. Okay, good. So should we try being the health counselor? So
Today I'm a health counselor, it's a sad day, but
So someone who hasn't been feeling well is at your office, ask the questions, complete the form, then give advice. So do you guys want to each take a turn doing some of these?
So we can switch off.
okay.
Okay. Might make more sense to like either split it in half or do the whole thing in one direction and then the other direction, since they're telling you to record stuff first and then give advice. So which way do you want to do it? Do you want to split it and do half and half, or do you want to do the whole thing twice? How much more practice do you feel like you want for this particular structure?
Let's do it twice.
Okay.
So, it's よく運動しますか?
運動しますか? Yeah.
どうしますか?
Yeah.
Okay, so you might want to pencil in your answers if you've got a pencil handy. I've got a pencil if you need to borrow one, if you don't want to do pen for this.
That's fine.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. よく甘いものを食べますか?
甘い。Yeah.
Hi.
よく野菜を食べますか?
いえ、全然。
おー、そうですね。朝ごはんを食べますか?
はい。
よくお酒を飲みますか?
いえ。
タバコを吸いますか?
いえ。
何時間ぐらい寝ますか?
7時間です。
どんな料理をよく食べますか?
ハンバーガー。
そう。 よく歩きますか？あ、はい。
はい。
歩き to walk?
はい、歩きます。はい。歩くとは。
Oh, so, let's see. This is the advice part now.
はい。
Lots of advice.
So,
So, 運動した方がいいです。Uh, what did we say for less? Amari, so
yeah.
amai mono is sweets?
Yeah.
Okay, so amari ai mono
甘いもの。
甘いものを食べた方がいいです。
食べない。
食べな、oh, because it's negative.
Yeah, right.
食べない方がいいです。
Right.
野菜を食べた方がいいです。
はい。もっと野菜を食べた方がいいです。はい。
How would you say something's good? Like if the answer was good.
Um,
No advice, just
yeah, you don't have to
Just-
say
okay,
for
alright.
every line.
Alright,
Just the ones
so
that you have
then-
advice for.
Then last one. Let's see. Yoku. Rest is good.
Yeah. もっと休んだ方がいいです would be like you should rest more.
Oh, okay. So もっと休んだ方がいいです。
Yeah, or もっと寝た方がいいです if you want to
Sleep.
specifically say you should sleep more.
Gotcha.
They have the same differentiation as in English basically, resting versus sleeping. So, いいですか？
はい。
はい、じゃあどうぞ。Let's swap places.
Alright. よく運動しますか？
いいえ。
よく甘いものを食べますか？
ちょっといいえ。
よく野菜を食べますか？
いいえ。
朝ごはんを食べますか？
はい。
よくお酒を飲みますか？
はい。
タバコを吸いますか？
いいえ。
何時間ぐらい寝ますか
8時間ぐらい。
どんな料理をよく食べますか
たくさん肉。
よく歩きますか
いいえ。
Alright. So, もっと野菜を食べた方がいいです。
はい。
もっと 寝方がいいです。
もっと寝た方。
寝た方。
寝た方がいいです。
もっと歩
いた。
歩いた
はい。歩く、歩いた。
歩いた
Remember the くいて、くいで、ぐいで。So くいて、so 歩く、歩いて。歩いた。もっと歩いた方。
歩いた方がいいです。
はい。いいですね。
So
どう
would,
ですか？はい。
would this be right if I said tobacco or suwanai and then like sore wa ii desu?
それはいいですね。
Okay.
はい。Yeah, that works. そうね。はい。じゃあ、okay. Questions about those, or do you feel like you got enough practice, or do you feel like we need to come up with another activity?
That should be good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, if I go over the exercises again.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea to practice them again. You can, corner those other two guys in the language lab maybe and make them practice with you,
Mhm.
since they weren't here today. いい天気なので散歩します。So should we go ahead and use なので or ので structures?
Yeah, because this stuff always like it always gets me. Okay, it just always follows the reason, right? Is that?
Yeah, it's remember how kara we had both orders possible?
And I think that's what
Well,
gets
that's
me.
what's getting you. Yeah, the traditional order is the one that's used mostly with no de. So like the ii tenki desu and then sanpo shimasu, right? So ii tenki nano de sanpo shimasu. Because it's nice weather, I'm gonna go for a walk. You
Gotcha.
can't do it the other way around, right?
Yeah.
The fact
well-
that you're taking a walk does not make it become nice weather.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah,
One is
yeah.
a cause, the other is an effect. You can't reverse the cause and effect in this universe.
Yeah,
Right?
it'll always be the reason. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the one way to translate no de that I think is less confusing is to call it therefore.
Mhm.
So like the weather is good, therefore I'll take a walk. Right? If you
Gotcha.
put it the other way around, therefore doesn't fit in, right? I'm going to take a walk, therefore the weather will be good? No, that doesn't
I
work.
wish.
You wish it worked that way, but it doesn't work that way. Physics does not work that way. Right?
Yeah.
So, it's like, I dropped the ball, therefore it fell off the cliff. Not, it fell off the cliff, therefore I'll drop it. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so if you look at the reason and the cause and the effect, yasui desu is the reason, right?
Mhm.
And then the effect is kaimasu. Because it's cheap, I'm going to buy it, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to buy it because it's cheap, not I'm going to buy it, therefore it's cheap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
you see the problem
Mhm.
with that logic?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and, let's practice making the sentences. So,
So, yasui no de kaimasu.
はい。安いので買います。はい。
映画
映画。はい。
映画はい思う
は、
Oh, it's wow.
yeah, that's part of the law.
は面白ので
よくない。
Oh, wow. Sorry. I don't know what I was doing. よくないですので
面白くないので、
見たくないです。
はい、見たくないです。はい。 あの映画は面白くないので見たくないです。Makes sense, right?
今週は忙しかったので疲れています。
はい。
病気でしたので
Okay, so how do you change it? Because we're doing short forms with no de, right? So 病気だったので
Oh,
Okay, でした changes to だった。
病気だったので授業を休みました。
はい。You felt sick, therefore you skipped class, took a break from class. As opposed to you took a break for class and therefore got sick.
Yeah.
That's a little weird, right?
彼女はいつも親切なので人気があります。
はい。
政治に興味が
Short form. 興味が
あらない
ない。Just ない。
あない
ない。Just ない。
Just ない
No あ。No ある。Just ない。
がない
Yeah. 政治に興味がないので
新聞を読みません。
はい。So, this person has no interest in politics, therefore they don't read the newspaper. Make sense?
Oh, they don't read the comics? That's the best part.
Yeah. That's about the only thing I miss from not getting a paper anymore.
The crossword puzzles.
Yeah. どうぞ。
明日テストがあるので勉強します。
はい。
喉が渇き
What's the short form of this? 乾きました changes to 乾く
Oh.
So
乾くので
no, 乾く is present tense. What's the past tense? 乾いた。はい。はい。喉が乾いたので do you see where we're getting that from? 乾きます right? 乾く
Okay.
right? 乾いた
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
I need to make one of
Is
those.
that noda
charts.
as in like throat and then ga for like the...
Yeah,
So-
喉が乾いた is my throat has become dry. So, thirsty. Yeah, so the idioms for hungry and thirsty in Japanese are idiomatic expressions rather than individual vocabulary words. Onaka ga suku, to the stomach gets empty. Nodo ga kawaku, the throat gets dry. So, nodo ga kawaita no de.
Juice?
はい。
ジュースが飲みたいです。
はい、ジュースが飲みたいです。So, my throat is dry, therefore I want to drink juice. いいですか？
歩きすぎたので足が痛いです。
はい。Makes sense, right? Walk too much,
Therefore.
feet hurt, or legs hurt. Ashi could be like feet or legs, depending
Yeah.
on the context. I think this particular kanji generally refers to feet. I think there might actually be a different kanji that they use for legs.
Oh, they're both ashi though?
But they're both ashi, so context. Ashi ga itai. Okay, so we're ready to try part B? Makes sense is using cues below as reasons according to the example. So the example, kaze o hikimashita, is the reason. So So 風邪をひいたので授業を休みました。So because I had a cold, I was absent from class, took a break from class. Makes sense, right? 風邪をひく. You remember that phrase? 風邪をひく. You pull a cold. ひきます is literally to pull.
So you got a cold, therefore, oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Therefore, you take a break from school.
I gotcha.
From class.
授業.
はい。どうぞ。じゃあ1番、本田さん。
お金がない。
はい。お金がない。ので。
お金がないので。買い物をします。
You have no money, therefore you're gonna go shopping?
Oh, wait. しません。
はい。買い物はしません。That makes a lot more sense. はい。じゃあ2番、ディノさん。
お腹が空いて、what is sweet?
空いている。
Sweet? What is?
はい。From school. Yeah, the 空いています is from すきます. Yeah, so to be hungry is 空いています.
Okay.
To become hungry is すきます. Okay, it's another one of those pairs where the straight mas form is the becoming that verb,
Yes.
whereas the teimas form is the I am that verb.
Gotcha.
So,
お腹が空いているので食べます。
はい, that works.
Okay.
はい。3番。
ホームシッカー。
ホームシック。
ホームシック。Oh, my bad. ホームシック。
When it's a noun plus des, what replaces it for the no de?
We just went over this too.
Yeah. It's actually, an example is in the header of the whole segment at the top of the page there. The large
No?
na no de.
なので。
はい。ホ
なので。
ームシックなので。
家族と話したいです。
はい、that works. 家族と話したいです。はい。
用事があるので出かけないです。出かけない。
出かけません? Okay.
出かけません。
You have things to do, so you're not going out?
Yeah.
Presumably you have things to do in the house then. Because yoji ga aru could mean that you've got things to do that require you to go outside.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
not like busy, like you have things to do. Oh, and, okay.
Yeah, yoji ga aru just means you have things to do, but it could be errands that are outdoors, or it could be stuff in the house, either way.
Okay, and
But, yeah.
dekakeru, I always thought was like to go out and do,
Well, yeah,
like have fun.
dekakeru, usually it often
But
has that
it's
connotation.
Both.
It can mean to go out to run errands and stuff too.
Okay.
Yeah, but yoji ga aru no de dekakemasen, dekakenai, that works if, you're not going anywhere because you've got stuff to do right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
単語の意味がわからない
はい。
ので勉強したいです。
はい、that works. はい。6番。
疲れたので
はい。
寝ます。
はい、that works. Okay, and now they're doing the opposite. They're leaving the reason blank and giving you the result. So you have to really think hard. What would be the reason why you would do this thing? So you kind of have to read the ending first and then backtrack and come up with the rest of the sentence.
Okay. Oh, it's my turn.
Hi.
中国料理を食べたい
ので、
ので Will that work?
Yeah. Okay. 中華料理を食べたいので、
中国に行きたいです。
はい。That works. 2番。
彼はかっこいいので人気があります。No?
Oh, okay. かっこいいので人気がある。人気がある。Yeah, I guess he's good looking, therefore he's popular, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, for a second it sounded like you said genki, but that's not what it says on the page. It's
Ninki, yes.
人気がある。
人気がある。
Yeah. Okay. じゃあ3番どうぞ。ママさん。So 風邪をひいた is caught a cold.
Oh, okay, yeah, we just went that one.
So, so what could have caused you to catch the cold?
I already said I went out in the rain.
Ah. 雨の中に出かけました would be one way. Or 雨が降った時.
Put the
Yeah, remember that like 子供の時? 雨の時 or 雨が降った時に出かけた.
So, 雨が降って
雨が降る so 雨が降った
雨が降った
時
に
出かけたので went out
出かけた
ので
風邪をひきました。
はい。So
Someone doesn't have
you
to
get
read.
that? So 雨が降った時に出かけた
Okay. I
Makes
didn't know we could
sense?
use that one like that.
Yeah. So I went out when it was raining, basically. 雨が降った時に出かけた。はい。じゃあ4番は
彼女は優しくないので分かりました。
That works. 5番 What are you looking for?
住みたく
Sumu is to live. Sumitai, to want to live. Right? So sumitakunai would be
to not want to live?
not want to live. So Nihon ni sumitakunai desu is don't want to live in Japan. So what would be a reason someone would not want to live in Japan? For example, the prices are expensive, or it's too crowded, or
日本語を話しない
hanasenai would be
Hanasen.
not able to speak, or nihongo ga wakaranai. I don't understand Japanese.
Okay.
Ga wakaranai.
ので日本に住みたくないです。
はい、that works. 日本語がわからないので日本に住みたくないです。You know, or something like, I don't know if you've had the term 物価 yet. Prices. 物価が高いから、or 高いので日本に住みたくないです。Prices are too expensive, so I don't want to live there.
Okay,
Yeah, or
small houses.
yeah, うちが小さいから小さいので住みたくない。Yeah, the houses are so small, so I don't want to live there. Okay, moving on. So 遅刻しました。Remember what that one means?
To be late?
はい。
So, 財布をなくすので
なくした
なくしたので遅刻しました。
はい。Lost your wallet, so you were late. Makes sense. はい。Okay. 緊張しています。We talked about that one
Oh yeah,
before.
it's the same ones.
Yeah. So, what would be a cause of you being nervous?
I have a long list.
What's one that you can say in Japanese?
List just got shorter.
Yeah. So, for example, there's a test tomorrow, so I'm nervous, or...
Testが
テストが
あった
あるので
Oh, did you get okay.
Yeah, because you're nervous now. 緊張しています, right? So the test probably hasn't happened yet, because you wouldn't be nervous anymore if it was finished, right? Well, maybe.
テストが
テスト。
テストがあるので緊張しています。
はい、緊張しています。はい。So there's going to be a test, therefore I'm nervous. That makes sense, right? Yeah. Okay. Any questions about using node?
That one was pretty straightforward.
Okay. So we're about out of time, but so section 5 will be the next piece to start from. Let's see. 指示に起きなければいけません。起きなきゃいけない。Okay. So this is the 起きなきゃいけない or other なきゃいけない phrases are basically must do. To not do would not be okay. It's kind of a double negative. なきゃいけない。Yeah. なければ is a conjugation from ない. Okay. It's like if not. Okay. And then the ikemasen is like is not allowed or what won't be good. You know, it's the same ikemasen that you learned a long time ago.
手は行けません。
手はいけません, right? So してはいけません was it would not be good to do X. And this is saying なければいけません. So if you don't do X, it won't be good.
You
Okay?
can't not do.
So you can't not do it.
Okay.
You must do it. So it's a double negative that makes a positive.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually do that in Japanese.
Nice.
Unlike English, where they will, there are people who will say it that way, but it's considered wrong.
Mhm.
But in this case, it's actually correct grammar to have a double negative. So you must, in Japanese, is you can't not do.
Mhm.
Okay?
Is this
Makes
like more
sense.
formal? Like
The nakereba ikemasen is definitely more formal. Nakia ikemasen is like a little bit more casual because it's a contracted form. Nakia is the contraction of nakereba. And then if you want it to be casual, you change to a casual ending on the ikemasen part. So
Oh.
nakereba ikenai is a little bit more casual, and nakia ikenai is a lot more casual.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, if I had to rank them, I would probably rank them like nakereba ikemasen, nakia ikemasen, nakereba ikenai, nakia ikenai. Okay, that order from most formal to least formal. And then there are other slangy conjugations and contractions that we won't mess with yet.
Yeah.
But after you guys get comfortable with it, if you want to know what some of the other forms are, just in case you hear them in anime or something, I can tell you later. But I don't want to confuse you by adding too many to the pot yet.
Yeah.
So for next time, we'll probably do 5 and 6, and we may or may not get to the Matame no Renshu. And then we'll just kind of play it by ear whether you guys feel like you're going to be ready for the chapter test the week after that, or if you want to postpone it another week, because we're already, we're in good shape as far as covering as much as I had planned for us for this semester. We're already a little bit ahead. So we don't have to rush if you're feeling like this chapter is more challenging and you want an extra week or so on it. We can do that. And some people haven't got their green books yet anyway. So,
Pretty good for half the class, I'd say.
yeah. Well, you guys got lots of extra practice that you wouldn't have gotten. So, we're